Talking Budo. Introduction to Kanji. How many of these can you read? Ready, set, go! Alright, sorry about that. Just a little joke. Before we get started, let's talk about exactly what kanji is. Kanji is an ideographic writing system. This means that the characters themselves don't represent sounds so much as they represent ideas. Kanji was invented in China, but eventually found its way into other countries like Korea and Japan. As you may have already surmised, in Japan these characters are called kanji, which means Han Dynasty character, indicating that they were adopted during the Han Dynasty. In China, they're called hanzi. In Korea, they're called hanja. They're much less commonly used in Korea these days, but Japan and China still use them extensively. There are 6 different categories into which kanji can be broken down. Pictographs, simple ideographs, compound ideographs, phonetic ideographic characters, derivative characters, and phonetic loan characters. First, let's look at pictographs. Pictographs are basically stylized renditions of actual things. For example, let's look at the sun. See how the character kind of looks like the sun a little bit, minus the sunglasses? Now, let's look at the moon. How about a tree? Can you see the similarities? How about the human eye? See how it was on its side and then they rotated it a little bit? Can you see an eye in that? Or the ear. This one's a little more complex. Mountain is very easy to see, I think. As is river. Simple ideographs show concepts or ideas, like up, down, or middle. Phonetic ideographic characters make up about 90% of all characters. They're a combination of one element representing an object with another one being used for pronunciation. For example, when you use the radical for water with the character for possible, you get another term for river. Compound ideographs use existing simple ideographs to create a new character that combines the meaning of the components. For example, if there's a person standing next to a temple, they're samurai. If you put the sun and the moon next to each other, it becomes bright. Derivative characters. These use a variation on the original meaning of a character to indicate something similar or related to the original meaning. For example, the character gaku, meaning music, is enjoyable. So, the character came to also mean to enjoy or have fun. Phonetic loan characters are chosen for their pronunciation, sometimes with little or no regard for what the actual original meaning was. Sometimes they use these to render the names of foreign countries. This is especially common in China, whereas in Japan they tend to use katakana. Next time we're going to talk about radicals, the building blocks of kanji.